In the last class, we started with the potentiometers. Uh, I discussed the linear type and angular type potentiometers, the basic operation, simple operation using a slider, using some external energy force. We can make the pointer slide uh, over some resistance, over some resistive length. The change in resistance can be reflected by measuring the voltage across that path of resistance, and accordingly, by proper calibration, we can say what amount of force or what amount of displacement has resulted in that much amount of production of uh, output across this device. Right? So these are the equations for a linear resistor, linear potentiometer, and for so as I was saying that these are the basic equations of the potentiometer. For these simply reflect the linear uh, variation of E naught over that resistive scale. Right? Now, what we are going to be understanding today is the loading effect of potentiometer. Now, the potentiometer is actually this part of resistance. We are actually measuring the voltage across this part of resistance, right? Some part of ये जो slider हमारा है, it's sliding over this resistive surface. Accordingly, our resistance is getting changed, and that is getting reflected through measured voltage across some part. So we'll be using some device to measure the voltage, a voltmeter preferably. So this meter will have its own resistance that has been here denoted by Rm. Fine, जो potentiometer की resistance है, that is Rp. X1 is the length of displacement. Xt is the total displacement or the total length of this potentiometer. Ex is the external applied EMF source. Fine, this is a passive transducer. That means we'll have an external source of electrical energy. Now, because of this resistance, effect it will, what will be the effects on this potentiometer? We'll have to see. So simply by doing some solving this electrical circuit, we have this part of resistance Rm is uh, in parallel with this part of resistance. ठीक है? So जो total resistance होगी, what will that be? By this part of resistance is in parallel with this part of resistance, so the total resistance across this will be 1 by R naught will be equal to 1 by Rm plus 1 by x1 divided by xt times rp. ठीक है, ये जो इतना पोर्शन है इसकी रेजिस्टेंस क्या है, दैट इज x1 by xt into rp. फाइन. सो यहाँ पे मैंने calculations already, I have already forwarded the notes to you, so you can check the notes as well. So we are first of all finding out the total resistance R naught by, so what will now be the voltage across R naught? That will be simply external applied EMF uh, across this part. What will be the EMF? E naught will be equal to external EMF Ex into R naught divided by resistance through which the current is flowing. वो कौन सा part of resistance है? That is this part of resistance. This is the resistance in parallel. This is the resistance calculated across this point. Fine, R naught will be equal to this. Now, voltage across this part of resistance E naught will be equal to external applied. So by voltage divided or simply external E into that part of resistance divided by the total resistance, that is here shown as R naught plus xt माइनस x1 डिवाइडेड बाई xt। ठीक है, ये जो पोर्शन ऑफ रेजिस्टेंस होगी, अगर इस पोर्शन की रेजिस्टेंस x1 बाई एक्स टी इंटू आर पी है, ये जो ऊपर वाला पोर्शन होगा इसकी रेजिस्टेंस क्या होगी, डेट विल बी एक्स टी माइनस x1 डिवाइडेड बाई एक्स टी इंटू आर पी। करंट इज फ्लोइंग through this path now. Fine. So using voltage divider law, we have E naught equal to this. Using by solving the further resistances, R naught is equal to this. So substituting the value of R naught uh, here and here, and doing the mathematical manipulations. ये आप mathematics इसका देख सकते हो. There is nothing complex in it. ठीक है. E naught is equal to this. E naught is equal to Rm into this. This. Can I expect you would do the mathematics yourself? ठीक है. E naught divided by Ex. E naught is the output voltage. That will be the voltage measured by the voltmeter across the put. जो भी device होगा आपका वहाँ पे voltmeter होगा. So E naught is the EMF that is measured across that part of the resistance. जिसके जितनी displacement हम actually measure करना चाहते हैं. And Ex is the external applied EMF source. So you can say the transfer function of this particular potentiometer, now including the loading effect of the meter, is Rm into x1 by xt divided by Rm plus Rp, x1 by xt minus Rp, x1 by xt whole square. So this is an quadratic equation, inverse quadratic equation in terms of x1 by xt. So you can see that this equation no longer now represents the linear behavior of a potentiometer. Fine. Compare it with this equation. ठीक है, ये जो आपने 12th क्लास में या मेजर 12th क्लास में इक्वेशंस पढ़ी होंगी पोटेंशियोमीटर की, ए नॉट इक्वल टू आर एक्स बाई आर टी इंटू ई एक्स. फाइन. So this represents the output voltage across this part of the resistance जिसके across हम actually displacement measure करना चाहते हैं. So this is a linear equation, whether हम linear potentiometer की बात करें या angular potentiometer की बात करें, these are simple linear equations representing the behavior of output voltage in terms of the external applied EMF source. Now, but with the introduction of the meter now there, by taking up यहाँ पे जो meter हमने लिया, we are taking a particular resistance of this meter into equation now. We are getting an inverse quadratic equation in terms of x1 by xt. That means this equation no longer now represents the linear behavior of a system. So what we are going to do is we'll be saying now uh, by calibrating the device from linear portion to non-linear portion by the application of the load. That load actually here is the meter that is actually measuring the voltage across that part of the resistance. We'll see what error gets introduced because of the loading effect of the meter across this potentiometer. Fine. So you can see if we take again Rp by Rm equal to 0, if you substitute Rp by Rm equal to 0, what will you get is E naught by Ex equal to x1 by xt, जो ओरिजिनल लीनियर इक्वेशन है किसी भी पोटेंशियोमीटर की. बट यहाँ पे अब आर पी बाई आर एम जीरो नहीं है एंड इट इज टेकिंग सम वैल्यू. सो ये जो हमारी इनवर्स क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन आ गई, so we have to see what error that will it incorporate in the system. So percentage error will be given by uh, alpha minus E naught by Ex into 100%. Fine. Alpha is nothing but x1 by xt. Our equation is quadratic in terms of x1 by xt. So we will be trying to measure error with respect to the original equation that was in terms of x1 by xt. जो हमारी original equation थी linear system की E naught by Ex that was equal to x1 by xt. Fine. So we'll be trying to measure the error with respect to the linear equation. So the linear equation की characteristics is simply x1 by xt. Fine. यहाँ पे रब कर लेता हूँ पहले. लीनियर सिस्टम की इक्वेशन x1 by xt है जो हमारा लीनियर पोटेंशियोमीटर होता है. अब जो हमारा सिस्टम हमने डिज़ाइन किया विद द लोडिंग इनटू कंसिडरेशन उसकी इक्वेशन हमने ये निकाली. ठीक है. दिस इज द ओरिजिनल इक्वेशन ऑफ द लीनियर पोटेंशियोमीटर. दिस पोर्शन दिस रिफ्लेक्ट्स हियर the equation now of the non-linear potentiometer that we have designed by keeping the loading into consideration. So subtracting these two multiplied by 100 gives you the percentage of error. uh, यहाँ पे मैंने क्या किया आपकी इक्वेशन ऑलरेडी निकल चुकी है ये वाली. वी आर यूजिंग दिस इक्वेशन. यहाँ पे मैंने x1 by xt को रिप्लेस किया by alpha. Fine. So now my equation is in terms of alpha and I want to see what will be the percentage of error that will be derived in terms of uh, alpha. Fine. So alpha is x1 divided by xt. x1 is the displacement that we are trying to measure. xt is the total length of the resistance. So x1 by xt will never be equal to 1. uh, Sorry, it will never be greater than 1. It can be at max equal to 1. So alpha ka value will be always less than or equal to 1. So we'll try to find out the maximum percentage error. This is the maximum value. So for maximum value, we'll be taking alpha equal to 1. And similarly, what we'll be doing here is we'll be assuming the values of Rp divided by Rm less than or equal to 0.1. Normally क्या होता है कि Rp is much more as Rp is comparatively lesser as compared to Rm. So ये जो आपका value होगा this will be at most 0.1. It can be even greater than this. It's not necessary कि हमेशा ये इससे कम होगा. But at max we'll be taking here Rp by Rm takes the value 0.1. ठीक है. Rm is the internal resistance of the meter here in question जो आपका voltage measure कर रहा है. And Rp is the total resistance of the potentiometer. So maximum percentage error is this. ये आपकी equation आ गई. To find out the maximum value, differentiate this with respect to alpha and equate it to 0. What you will be getting is you will be getting alpha equal to 2 by 3. Substitute substitute that value back here. You will be seeing that maximum percentage error will be equal to 15 Rp divided by Rm. Fine. So let me summarize again. What we are doing is this part of the portion represents our linear device without taking into consideration the load. Uh, the load here actually means we have to measure the voltage across this part of the resistance. So वहाँ पे एक voltmeter भी होगा, कोई device होगा जो वो voltage measure कर रहा है. So that device will also have its own resistance. वो resistance मैं यहाँ पे Rm से denote कर रहा हूँ. So now because of this external resistance also, I have to see what effect will it have on the dynamics of the linear potentiometer. So by simply solving this electrical circuit, simple equations है, find out the total resistance, find out the voltage across this part of the resistance. You'll see that this will result in an equation that's no longer linear in nature अब जो E नॉट बाई ई एक्स है, दैट्स आउटपुट वोल्टेज डिवाइडेड बाई इनपुट वोल्टेज, दैट्स नो लॉन्गर इक्वल टू x1 by xt, दैट्स इक्वल टू Rm multiplied by x1 by xt divided by Rm plus Rp x1 by xt minus Rp into x1 by xt whole square. So this is represents, so E naught by Ex जो आपकी output by input voltage equation है, your transfer function is an inverse quadratic equation. Fine. So no longer it's a linear equation. That means जो आपका external load है यहाँ पे, जो आपका मीटर की वजह से क्या हो रहा है, आपका जो पोटेंशियोमीटर है, it does not behave as a linear device, it will behave as a non-linear device. And because of this non-linearity added into the system, we want to see what will be the error that we have to take into consideration while measuring or while calibrating our devices. ठीक है? So for that, जो हमारी linear equation है, that's x1 by xt, subtract from it the non-linear equation, find out the percentage value of error by multiplying it with 100%, and here I am specifically assuming that the maximum value is possible when alpha will be at most equal to 1. Alpha can never be greater than 1. ठीक है? Alpha is simply x1 by xt, displacement divided by the total length, so it can never be greater than 1, and Rp divided by Rm. At most, in most of the potentiometers, what you see is Rp by Rm is less than or equal to 0.1. In some cases, it will be greater than this also, but in most of the cases, this is the assumption, क्योंकि हमारा जो external voltmeter है, उसकी जो internal resistance है, that will be much higher than as compared to the potentiometer resistance. Fine. So maximum, so while substituting Rp by Rm equal to 0.1 and alpha equal to 1, you will get error value as 100 into Rp by Rm alpha square 1 minus alpha. ठीक है? ये वाली इक्वेशन है ये, और कोई इक्वेशन नहीं है ये. इसमें अब मैंने Rp by Rm को 0.1 लिया और अल्फा को मैंने 1 लिया. So I get this equation, and to find out the maximum value of error, differentiate this equation with respect to alpha and equate it to 0. What you will get is alpha will be equal to 2 by 3. That means x1 by xt, the maximum percentage error uh, with the loading effect taken into consideration is possible only when x1 by xt takes the value 2 by 3. So substituting it back, you will find out the maximum percentage error. This is the maximum value. Maximum percentage error will be equal to 15 times Rp divided by Rm. Fine. So once we are shifting from linear potentiometer to non-linear potentiometer, the maximum value of error that is incorporated into the system will be given by the equation 15 Rp divided by Rm. ठीक है? You can go through the mathematics. We can go through the mathematics. Fairly simple mathematics है, कुछ ज़्यादा तूफानी नहीं है. So we'll find out the maximum percentage error will be 15 Rp divided by Rm. So that means while we are shifting from with the loading into consideration, the non-linearity introduces a maximum possible error of 15 Rp divided by Rm. So this equation now, this error equation, helps us uh, design the potentiometer, uh, including the irrespective of the loading, we can design the potentiometer for linear behavior while keeping this much error into consideration. Fine. So the above equation tells us that if the error due to loading depends on the ratio of the potentiometer to meter resistance, the linearity will be better. On the other hand, if there is a meter, जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया, जहाँ पे resistance, जो external resistance है Rm है, that is lower than the potentiometer resistance, that in itself will result in a linear behavior. तो वहाँ पे हमें निकालने की जरूरत नहीं है. ये जो नॉन लीनियर बिहेवियर है, this gets introduced because of the nature of the external resistance. If in case the external resistance is already much lower than the potentiometer resistance, we can just neglect the external resistance and we can only take into consideration the potentiometer resistance. That will help us get us back to the original equation, that is output voltage divided by input voltage is equal to x1 divided by xt. ठीक है. So for lower values of resist, so for higher values of Rm, where Rm is much larger than Rp, वहाँ पे हमें नॉन लीनियरिटी ऐड होती है. जहाँ पे Rm already much lower है than as compared to Rp. We can simply neglect Rm as compared to Rp. We'll get the behavior of a linear device. But ये जो आपकी पोटेंशियोमीटर की रेजिस्टेंस है, we cannot also lower it much because इसकी वजह से सेंसिटिविटी भी चेंज हो जाएगी सिस्टम की. Sensitivity as already has been defined to you, it is the change in the output for a particular change in the input. ठीक है, कितना change in output आपको दिखेगा for any particular change in input. So पोटेंशियोमीटर के लिए जो आपकी आउटपुट रेजिस्टेंस है, जो आपका आउटपुट वैल्यू है, that's equal to Ex into x1 by xt. So in another case we can say sensitivity will be the ratio of Ex divided by E naught. Fine. In short, जो हमारा पोटेंशियोमीटर रेजिस्टेंस है, we have to choose it in such a fashion that there is a trade-off between the loading effect and there is a trade-off between the sensitivity effect. इसका मतलब ये है this resistance, if this resistance is negligible as compared to Rp, in that case we can simply neglect this. We'll get the characteristics of a linear system. So loading effect खत्म हो गई. But what happens in that case is that sensitivity of the system is compromised. So we have to take into consideration both the loading effect as well as the sensitivity. That means we have to choose a value of Rp in such a fashion such that the system's loading effect is not does not affect the does not incorporate much non-linearity into the system, as well as the sensitivity of the device is maintained. Okay, so there's a trade-off between loading and sensitivity, and accordingly we have to choose a proper value of Rp. Fine. Rp greater than Rm helps us eliminate non-linearity, but that will actually result in a highly sensitive system. We do not want that. For that, we need to take a choice. We need to make a choice of Rp that will actually that will actually make the system less sensitive, but that will actually incorporate non-linearity into the system that we have to take into consideration. So in short, loading effect की वजह से अब आपका जो potentiometer है, it no longer behaves as a linear device. It will now act as a non-linear device, and the maximum value of error that is incorporated because of the loading effect is governed by this equation, epsilon equal to 15 Rp divided by Rm. So we have to choose a proper value of Rp such that error be minimum possible हो as well as the system is least sensitive. Fine. So ये आपकी numerical है यहाँ पे. The potentiometer output is to be connected to a recorder. ठीक है. अब आपका जो मैंने आपको बताया है external device है, it is not necessary कि हमेशा voltmeter ही होगा. It can be also a recorder, it can be an oscilloscope जो directly आपको voltage का profile देगा. So the potentiometer output in this case is connected to a recorder जिसकी resistance जो है 10 kilo ohms है. That means हमारा जो RM है in this case it is 10k. Non-linearity is to be held within 1%. That means जो अब loading की effect से जो error introduce हो जाएगा that is to be held within 1%, epsilon has to be 1%. So a family of potentiometers having a power rating of 5 watts and a resistance ranging from 10 to 10,000 watts in a 50 ohm step is available. Fine. Choose from this family of potentiometers that will give us the greatest sensitivity. ठीक है. So आपका जो error है यहाँ पे that is 1%. That means 15 RP divided by RM is 1%. Fine. 15 RP by RM is already in percentage. तो यहाँ पे मुझे into 100% करने की जरूरत नहीं है. So that means RP by RM is equal to 1 by 15. That means RP is 1 by 15 times RM. RM आपका 10K है. That means RP is equal to 666 किलो ओम्स.
सर आप एक बार 1 मिनट पिछली स्लाइड पे वापस जाइए प्लीज.
इस वाली पे, इस वाली पे.
जी सर. सर इसमें ये बोल रहे हैं ना कि हम इसको पोटेंशियोमीटर की रेजिस्टेंस कैन नॉट बी लोवर्ड मच एज इट सर इसके आगे वाली एज इट विल इफेक्ट दिस सेंसिटिविटी. तो एरर की इक्वेशन से हम देख रहे हैं अगर हम आरपी बढ़ाएंगे उसकी वजह से एरर कम होगा. तो यहाँ पे क्यों हम कह रहे हैं कि हमें आरपी कम करना है और उसकी वजह से सेंसिटिविटी कम होगी. अगर हम आरपी बढ़ाएंगे सेंसिटिविटी भी इम्प्रूव होगी और एरर भी इम्प्रूव होगा. तो क्यों नहीं हम आरपी ज्यादा लेंगे.
आर आरपी अगर आप
सर
बढ़ाओगे तो
थर्ड
एरर
पॉइंट है ना.
बढ़ेगा. आप क्या, आपका क्वेश्चन आरपी अगर बढ़ेगा तो एरर बढ़ेगा.
सर आरपी अगर कम करेंगे एरर कम हो जाएगा.
एरर
तो
कम हो
सेंसिटिविटी जो
जाएगा.
होगी वो इंक्रीज हो जाएगी. तो हमारा डिवाइस सेंसिटिव ही होना चाहिए ना.
हमारा डिवाइस सेंसिटिव होना चाहिए. बट by reducing RP, the sensitivity will be reduced. Our
सर
device
कहाँ
will.
आरपी अगर कम करेंगे सेंसिटिविटी इंक्रीज होगी ना. क्योंकि हमारा जो पोटेंशियोमीटर की रेजिस्टेंस होगी या लेंथ होगी वो कम होगी. थोड़ी सी डिस्प्लेसमेंट होगी आउटपुट ज्यादा मिलेगा हमें. तो सेंसिटिविटी तो बढ़नी चाहिए आरपी कम करने से.
मैंने आपको इक्वेशन निकाल के दी है. सेंसिटिविटी की इक्वेशन ये है. फॉर अ पोटेंशियोमीटर इट इज ई एक्स डिवाइडेड बाय ई नॉट. ई एक्स तो फिक्स्ड है आपका. ई नॉट कैसे चेंज होगा? बाय चेंज इन रेजिस्टेंस. So if you are
जी सर.
taking a lower value of resistance, uh,
ई नॉट भी कम होगा तो सेंसिटिविटी इंक्रीज होगी. वही कह रहा हूँ ना सर मैं.
सॉरी ये इक्वेशन जो है ये इन्वर्स हो गया है. सेंसिटिविटी इज द चेंज इन आउटपुट फॉर अ चेंज इन इनपुट. ठीक है. सो सेंसिटिविटी विल बी गिवन बाय ई नॉट बाई ई एक्स. तो अगर आपका ई एक्स फिक्स्ड है, ई नॉट आपका आरपी की वजह से कम ज़्यादा हो जाएगा. ई नॉट आपका आरपी की वजह से कम ज़्यादा हो जाएगा. अगर आप आरपी बढ़ाओगे, आरपी अगर आप
जी सर.
बढ़ाओगे ई नॉट कम हो जाएगा. आरपी अगर आप कम करोगे ई नॉट. दिस इज योर टोटल रेजिस्टेंस. ई नॉट की फॉर्म, ई नॉट इज इक्वल टू दिस, आर नॉट डिवाइडेड बाय आर पी इंटू ई एक्स. फाइन. दैट मीन्स ई नॉट डिवाइडेड बाय ई एक्स इज इक्वल टू आर नॉट डिवाइडेड बाय आर पी. सो अगर आप आर पी को बढ़ा रहे हो तो डैट मीन्स ई नॉट बाई ई एक्स, ई नॉट बाई आर पी को अगर आप बढ़ा रहे हो तो ई नॉट बाई ई एक्स कम हो जाएगा. आर पी को अगर आप कम कर रहे हो ई नॉट बाई ई एक्स बढ़ेगा. फाइन. आर पी को आप कम कर रहे हो ई नॉट बाई ई एक्स बढ़ेगा. आर पी को. So if you are lowering the value of RP, E naught by EX will increase. Sensitivity is defined as EX by E naught. So if RP को अगर आप that means RP को अगर आप कम करोगे, this term, this particular term, this term will reduce as RP reduces. This term will increase as RP increases. Fine. So अब मैंने यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है कि पोटेंशियोमीटर रेजिस्टेंस अगर हम कम करेंगे तो सेंसिटिविटी कम हो जाएगी. ठीक है, ये फाइन. दिस स्टेटमेंट इज फाइन.
ठीक है समझ गया सर. थैंक यू सर.
Sensitivity is defined as Ex divided by E naught. ठीक है, ये ठीक है. As you reduce RP, Ex by E naught will reduce. As you increase RP, Ex by E naught will increase. ठीक है, इसका इनवर्स RP अगर आप काम करोगे E naught by Ex will increase. RP को अगर आप बढ़ाओगे E naught by Ex will reduce. Fine. Simply from here, RP को कम करो, E naught by Ex बढ़ेगा. RP को बढ़ाओ, E naught by Ex रिड्यूस हो जाएगा. ठीक है, तो डैट मीन्स ई एक्स बाई ई नॉट को उल्टा इफेक्ट हो जाएगा. तो सेंसिटिविटी is directly proportional to RP. If you reduce potentiometer resistance, sensitivity also reduces. But if you reduce potentiometer, but you want your system to be more sensitive, so you have to make a trade-off between potentiometer resistance. Now, in this particular question, you were given Rm is 10 kilo ohms. Epsilon is 1%. Epsilon की formula आपको पता है, it's 15 Rp divided by Rm. Rm is already given to you, it is 10 kilo ohms. So Rp आपका 666.66 kilo ohms आ गया. Rather it's in ohms. Fine. अब आपके पास पोटेंशियोमीटर्स दिए हुए हैं. They are varying from 10 to 10,000 ohms in 50 ohm steps. That means आपके पास roughly speaking, you have 10, then you have 60, you have 110, you have 160, you have 210, you have 260, you have 310, 360, 410, 460, 510, 560, 610, 660, 660 आपके पास अवेलेबल है. इसने 650 लिया है, बट आई थिंक इट शुड बी 660. अगर हम 10 से स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं देन इट मीन्स 10, 10 के बाद 60 होगा, 60 के बाद 110 होगा. ठीक है, अगर ये 0 से स्टार्ट कर रहा है देन 0, 50, 100 आपके पास ये रेजिस्टेंसेस अवेलेबल है. तो इनमें से अब आपको कोई एक रेजिस्टेंस चूज करनी है from this family of resistances that is available with you. So the nearest possible value to 666 is 650 or 660, whatever you want to choose here, whatever is available. So accordingly you will choose 650 ohm potentiometer or a 660 ohm potentiometer from what is available to you. इसके बाद इसका बी पार्ट है. इफ द पोटेंशियोमीटर इज ऑफ सिंगल टर्न 360 डिग्री यूनिट्स, व्हाट इज द सेंसिटिविटी? Power is equal to V square by R. That means V is equal to under root of P into R. So maximum possible value of external EMF will be under root of PR, under root of PR. P आपको देके 5 watts. So 5 into resistance is already 650 or 660, जो भी आपको लेना है यहाँ पे. So maximum EMF available to us by this equation is 57. And for a complete one turn of 360 degrees, we can calculate sensitivity as Ex divided by 360, that is 0.16 volts per degree. Now the resolution of, so this like actually was the dynamic properties, dynamic characteristics of the potentiometer. So actually originally we had a linear equation of potentiometer E naught by Ex equal to x1 by xt, but we have seen that by the loading the equation no longer remains linear. जो हमारी transfer function है output voltage by input voltage, that is represented by an inverse quadratic equation. We have a non-linear equation, so that basically represents your dynamic equation, dynamic characteristics of the potentiometer. So now the resolution sensitivity भी हमने निकाल लिया, x error भी निकाल लिया, resolution. So resolution of potentiometers, we already know resolution is defined as the smallest, it can be defined in terms of the smallest change in the displacement that can be measured, or it can be measured in terms of the smallest change in resistance obtained by the slider movement. ठीक है, smallest possible change. Uh, so resolution of a potentiometer actually depends upon the construction of the resistance. That means actually basically resistance किस material का होगा या और इसकी construction क्या होगी. So it for obtaining high resolution, a single slide wire can be used as a potentiometer. ठीक है, एक ही wire, a single slide wire, fine, it's a linear device. So ये हमें continuous stepwise variation of resistance देगा, and accordingly we can measure the displacement or the change in resistance. इसकी ये limitation है, यहाँ पे जो accuracy है, that will be limited in nature. And these types of potentiometers are used for small resistance devices. Fine. To get high resistance values, अगर हमें high resistance values obtain करने हैं with same resolution, we prefer to go for resistance wires that are wound in a chord fashion, ठीक है, to form a helix or a circle. Another way to improve the resolution is to use multi-turn potentiometers. Fine, जो pots हम use करते हैं in labs वगैरह, multi-turn devices. रेजिस्टेंस एलिमेंट जो होगा आपका उस केस में वो हेलिकल शेप में होता है, एंड इट कीप्स ऑन रोटेटिंग ऑन इट्स बेस. इसकी लिमिटेशन अगेन इट्स लिमिटेड बिकॉज ऑफ द नंबर ऑफ वायर्स per centimeter. In other cases, to improve resolution, what we do is we make use of gears. So gears, gears helps us in, just like a mechanical gear makes the potentiometer shaft to go through several rotations. ठीक है, जो आपका ओरिजिनल रोटेशन होगा पोटेंशियोमीटर का, that can only be one rotation, but due to gear that can be reflected as a number of rotations. ठीक है, the potentiometer shaft will go through several rotations when the shaft of the measurement goes through only one rotation, जो gear basically काम करता है. So this is all about resolution, how you can improve the resolution of a potentiometer. You can use different types of materials to improve the resolution of the potentiometer. You can use different construction of potentiometers. It can be a linear construction. It can be a helical construction, a circular construction. You can use multiple turns of wires, or you can use gears to make even more possible turns of turns possible. Fine. So nonlinear potentiometers. Now, as we have seen, all potentiometers are actually nonlinear in nature. जो आपका linear system हमने पढ़ा था, linear potentiometer था. Even because of by simple addition of load, we are able to derive a non-linear potentiometer. ठीक है, आपका potentiometer is no longer a linear device. We have derived the non-linear characteristics of that potentiometer. ठीक है, but irrespective of the loading effect, there are some other factors also that lead to non-linearity, such as the non-uniformity in the wire area, non-uniformity in the windings because of varying diameters. Fine, all these result in जो आपका हेलिकल या सर्कुलर फैशन पोटेंशियोमीटर होगा, उसमें जो डिफरेंट नंबर ऑफ कॉइल्स, डिफरेंट नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स होंगे, उनका जो डायमीटर होगा दैट इज कंटिन्यूसली वैरिंग. So all these lead to non-linearity, and they will add to non-linear devices. Uh, they will add to non-linearity of linear devices. So in short, there is not nothing like a linear potentiometer. We can do is that we can uh, calibrate a nonlinear potentiometer in a piecewise fashion so as to transmit a linear behavior from that very potentiometer. Fine. So even the best linear potentiometers available has a non-linearity of 1% for a 1.5 diameter inch radius. You will still have a non-linearity of 1% in that very potentiometer. Okay? Now it's not only because of the loading effect, even because of the non-uniformity in area, non-uniformity in diameters, non-uniformity in the mechanism of windings, all that increases to non-linearity. A true linear device can only be something like this that is simply flattened out. Fine. So this is the constructional details of a potentiometer that we use in lab and 190006. Uh, so this is a potentiometer that we actually prefer to use in labs. जो हमने labs में experiments करते हैं using that pot 50. So as I was saying, this is the constructional details of the potentiometer that we use in labs. उसको हम most it is जो lab में हम potentiometer use करते हैं, it does not rotate beyond 3-4 turns. It has a limitation on the number of turns. So in order to understand the behavior of that potentiometer, what you can do is you can take a piecewise, you can break up that helical winding of the resistance into piecewise fashion and flatten it out, and simply you can see the variation of voltage, variation of displacement with respect to resistances across each flattened portion. Okay? You can take a piecewise breakup of this linear resistance, and accordingly you will be able to find out the characteristics of this very potentiometer. So in case of a lab potentiometer, you see the behavior is something like this. With distance, there is not a linear characteristics of resistance. It is non-linear characteristics. Fine. This is non-linear behavior of the potentiometer that we use in a lab. Fine. तो ये हम कैसे निकाल सकते हैं? By breaking up the winding into piecewise and finding out uh, across each piecewise breakup, we can find out the variation of resistance with respect to displacement. So adding it up, you'll see that resistance versus displacement of a potentiometer, a lab potentiometer varies something like this. Okay? So if previously you have understood that a potentiometer, if you have used potentiometer as a linear device in order to verify Ohm's law, that was actually wrong.